IELTS speaking topic chatting questions 1. Do you enjoy chatting with friends? Answer. Of course, it's always a fun way to catch up, and I love talking about what's happening in our lives, and it's a great way to share some love or even concern. And there is nothing better than having a good chit chat to unwind with my buddies. Questions 2. How often do you chat with your friends? Answer. Usually every few days, or sometimes it's every day. We might not always meet in person, but texting or sending voice notes or memes keeps us in the same loop. It's nice to stay connected even when we are busy. Questions 3. Do you prefer chatting online or in person? Answer. I lean towards face-to-face conversation. It feels more natural. And I can read the other person's expression better to avoid any confusion. And when we are apart, talking virtually through video calls or texts keeps the connection going strong. For me, if the person is important, mode does not matter, but the bond does. Questions 4. Is there someone you always chat with? Answer. For sure, I've got a close friend I talk to almost every day, and we share everything, what we do, what we will do, and from random memes to deep conversation to even irrelevant topic like a politics or the new information. It's like we never run out of things to say. Questions 5. Do you ever feel tired after chatting for a long time? Answer. Sometimes, especially when it's a long, detailed conversation or if it's working related, it's fun. But after a few hours, I need a break because I think I am not that attentive. It's like a workout for my brain, but totally warm it when it's a good one. Topic saving money. Questions 1. Are you good at saving money? Answer. I think I'm doing alright with it lately. I try to set aside a bit from what I earn each month. It's not that easiest thing, but having something saved for a rainy day really gives me peace of mind. Questions 2. What do you usually save for money for? Answer. Mostly I'm putting cash away for investment or buying stock, bigger gadget like electronic, having a specific goal like purchasing a plot or getting latest work-related laptops makes it easier to stay focus. It feels like good to reward myself once in a while. Questions 3. Do you think it's important to save money? Answer. Absolutely. It's really necessary to have something tucked away, especially for unexpected situation or future plan. It gives peace of mind too. Living without anything saved can be really stressful. So having a bit stash gives me some extra freedom and self-esteem and confidence to do something in my own term. Questions 4. Do you know anyone who struggles with saving? Answer. Oh yeah, one of my friends is not great at it. He spends a lot on gadget and cool stuff, so there is not much left at the end of the day. And I've suggested a few things to help, but it's hard to change those habits sometimes. Questions 5. Is there something you would like to save up for in the future? Answer. Definitely. I'm thinking about working toward buying a house. It's a big dream of me, but it would be really satisfying to have my own space. Plus, that sense of accomplishment would be amazing. Topic cars. Questions 1. Do you like cars? Answer. Absolutely. I find them fascinating. The technology and design behind modern vehicle is incredible, and I love going for long drives whenever I can. It's a great way to unwind and clear my mind, especially after a busy day. Questions 2. What was the first car you drove? Answer. It was an old family car, I guess. Silo that's no longer around. I remember feeling both excited and nervous during my first experience driving, and those early rides were a bit shaky, but soon enough I was cruising smoothly and it definitely left a lasting memory. Questions 3. Do you prefer driving or being driven? Answer. Honestly, I enjoy taking the wheel myself. There is something freeing about being in control and choosing my own route, especially in highly hilly areas. But on days when I'm tired, being a passenger is nice too, as I can just sit back and enjoy the scenery. Question 4. Do you know anyone who does not enjoy driving? Answer. Yeah, Sam, my cousin, is not too keen on it. He finds it stressful, especially in crowded areas and traffic, and most of the time, when we travel together, I'm the one steering. And while he relaxes in the passenger seat, but with experience, I think he will nail it. Questions 5. Is there a car you would love to own in the future? Answer. I've always had my eye on electric vehicle. They are better for the environment. Plus, they come with some really cool feature, and I would love to drive something sleek and eco-friendly one day. Maybe even one of with the autonomous driving technology. I've heard the Nexon is good, so I'm eyeing on it. Topic drinks. Question 1. What's your favorite drink? Answer. Yeah, blue mojito is my go-to. I live in a South Indonesia, which is always hot, so I really keep looking for this with ice to cool me down. It's light, refreshing, and not too sugary, which is just perfect for me. I always feel relaxed sipping on one while hanging out with friends. Questions 2. Do you prefer hot or cold drinks? Answer. I'm more into chilled ones. To be honest, they just feel more refreshing, especially after a workout or when it's really warm. I can imagine getting through a summer day without something cold in hand. I know it's not good for my fitness, but I can't resist. Questions 3. Do you like trying new drinks? Answer. For sure. I'm always up for testing something different when I visit a new cafe or spot. Whether it's some exotic juice or a special blend or of mojito, it's fun to switch things up and keeps life interesting, right? Questions 4. Do you know anyone who does not like particular drink? Answer. Yeah, Sam, my friend, hates anything fizzy. Surprisingly, she just cannot handle soda and says the bubble feels weird. So when we are out, stick to still water, mineral water, some fresh juice. Question 5. Is there a drink you would like to try in the future? Answer. I've been curious about trying matcha tea. The whole tradition around it is fascinating, and I have heard it's got a unique flavor. Maybe I will grab some on my next trip to Southeast Asia. Shop. Topic taking photos. Question 1. Do you enjoy taking photo? Absolutely. Capturing moments bring me so much joy, especially when I'm with my family or friends. I love how a single picture can hold so many memories, and looking back at them always brings a smile, like a momentum. Experimenting with different angles adds to the fun. Questions 2. What do you usually take photos of? Answer. Mostly the sky, sunset, and landscapes. The color in the sky, the dots are just breathtaking and I love them. Candid shots of people are another favorite. They capture emotion and stories so naturally, but it's something rare. Questions 3. Do you like to take photo with your phone or camera? Answer. My cell is usually my go-to because it's handy and the quality is impressive. It has to because it cost me an arm and a leg to get the iPhone for its quality. Editing on the fly is a bonus with it. If I had a top-tier camera, I would probably give that a shot for a different experience, but that's a long shot for now. Questions 4. Do you know anyone who does not like taking photo? Answer. Yeah, my best friend Rose comes to mind. She always avoids the camera and says she's not a fan of how she looks in the pictures. I think she's being too harsh on herself too, because I think she looks perfect when she's in herself, but I cannot force her, of course. You see? Question 5. Do you prefer selfies or normal photo? Answer. I lean more toward normal picture taken by others. While selfies are fun, I would rather capture scenes or people around me, and that said, snapping a quick pic with friends is always a good way to capture a fun moment and take in away. Topic dancing. Questions 1. Do you enjoy dancing? Absolutely. I love moving to the rhythm. It's a great way to let loose and have fun, especially when I'm with friends at a party. I might not be the best dancer, but I always have the blast. Questions 2. What was the last time you danced? Answer. Just last weekend. I was at a family wedding and everyone hit the dance floor. It was such a joyful moment. I couldn't resist joining in, even if my moves were a little rusty. Question 3. Is dancing popular in your culture? Answer. It's huge. Almost every celebration has people dancing. From festival to wedding, you will always find folk grooving it to the beat. It's like a tradition, especially during festival when everyone comes together. Like a bonding stuff. Question number 4. Do you know anyone who does not like dancing? Answer. Yes, I'm my brother. He's always too shy to dance in public. He says he has 2 left feet, but I think he's just self-conscious. I kept telling him it's more about having fun than looking good. But yeah, you know what. Question 5. Would you like to learn any particular style of dancing? Answer. I've always wanted to try salsa. It looks so energetic and full of life. Plus, it seems like a great way to connect with the music, and I think it will be fun challenge to take on one day. Topic decision making. Questions 1. Do you think making quick decision is good? Answer. One cannot deny that quick decision making has its merits, especially in fast-paced situations. However, individuals must balance the urgency with the reasoning to avoid hasty judgment. For instance, in professional environment, swift choices can save time, but they should still be well considered to ensure the long-term success. Questions 2. What skills are necessary to make important decisions? Answer. To make crucial decisions, individuals often require strong analytical ability as well as emotional intelligence. A well-rounded decision maker should be able to weigh the pros and cons, consider future consequences, and remain calm under pressure. These skills ensure that choices made are both rational and thoughtful. Questions 3. Do people nowadays make a better decision than in the past? Answer. It's fair to say that modern access to vast amount of information has improved decision-making. Technology and data-driven insights allow individuals to make more informed choices. However, sometimes overanalysis or information overload can complicate matters, making it harder to act decisively. Questions 4. How do major decisions affect people's life? Answer. Significant steps often have a long-lasting impact on various aspects of one's life, from career path to personal growth. If I have to say, these choices shape future opportunity and can lead to either positive change or unintended challenges, depending on how they are approached and executed. It really is about the willpower and the proper situation of the taker. Questions 5. Why do some people struggle to make decisions? Answer. If I'm not mistaken, some individuals find it challenging due to overthinking or fear of making mistakes, and this hesitation often comes from a desire for perfection or anxiety about potential failure, which can create mental roadblock, preventing them from taking swift action. Topic: vegetables. Questions 1. Do you like vegetables? Answer. Absolutely. I need that one because, I'm human. I've always been a fan of the greens, of course, especially spinach. It's so versatile. I add it to everything from smoothie to curry, plus they make me feel energized. Number 2, what was the first vegetable you tried? Answer. If I remember correctly, it was probably potatoes. Yeah, how to pronounce it? I forget. When I was a kid, my mom would make a fried potato, and I loved them. It's funny how even the simplest ones can be so comforting. Question 3. Do you know anyone who dislikes eating vegetables? Answer. Definitely. My younger brother, Daniel, cannot stand most veggies. He will always pick them out of his meal, especially things like a broccoli, green leaf, or cauliflower, and I don't know how he managed without them. Questions 4. What vegetable would you like to try in the future? Answer. I've been curious about artichokes. I've never tried cooking with them, but they seem interesting. It might be fun to experiment with the new recipe that use them, and some of my buddies have been enjoying it and want to experience the same too. Maybe someday. Question 5. Did you eat a lot of vegetable growing up? Answer. Forcefully, but yes. My mom was pretty strict about it. She made sure we had a mix of everything, like a balanced food, carrots, peas, beans, and even broccoli. I think that's why I still enjoy eating most of them today, except for a bitter gourd of courses. Yeah, especially when my mom cook chapchai. It's combination of a lot vegetable and protein. You have to try it. Topic drinking water. Question 1. How often do you drink water? Answer. I sip on it throughout the day, of course, because we are human need water to hydrate ourselves, our body, of course. It's become a second nature, and I always have a bottle nearby. It really helps keep my energy up and keeps my feeling refreshed. Without it, I cannot concentrate well, and sometimes it can make me feel dizzy. Question 2. Do you prefer bottled or tap water? Answer. I usually go for a tap water at home because it's convenient, but if I'm not or I'm out, bottle with a way go-to. Having a bottle in my bag makes things easier when I'm on the move. It's also a safer bet when traveling to unfamiliar places that we don't know the water condition, like if there is any contamination or not. Yeah, just safety first. Question 3. Is drinking water important where you live? Answer. Definitely. Especially during those hot summer days, everyone reminds each other to stay hydrated for our health too. If we don't drink enough, it's easy to feel worn out as it's scorching hot in the area where I live. It can be brutal, so keeping hydrated is essential to keep us alive. Yeah, the important thing for human being. Question 4. Do you know anyone who does not drink much water? Answer. I have a friend who rarely does a pretty sugary drink, which I find odd. I've suggested she switch to water, but she's not interested. It's surprising how she managed without it. But she seems fine with her choices, so I cannot do much. 5. Would you like to try any special type of water in the future? Answer. I think trying my hands in natural spring water would be interesting. I have heard it is unique, so I would love to see if it's really that different. It's also known for having extra minerals, which would be nice to experience. Topic poem or song. Questions 1. Why do people remember specific lines from songs or poems? Answer. If I'm not mistaken, individuals often recall certain lines because they relate to them on a personal level. These lines frequently align with emotion or experiences they have had, which makes them more memorable. Additionally, the rhythm or melody can imprint these words in someone's mind and making them easy to recollect later. Questions 2. Are songs more impactful than poems? Answer. One could argue that music tends to have a greater influence due to the combination of sound and lyric. The tune enhances the emotion behind the words and making the message more striking. That being said, poetry, especially when performed aloud, can be just as powerful and leave a lasting impression when crafted skillfully. Questions 3. Can you listening to music or reading poetry influence behavior or mood? Answer. There is no denying that both can significantly affect someone's mood or actions. For example, an upbeat song might energize and uplift someone, while a reflective poem could lead to a deeper introspection, like reflections method. The emotional connection to the content often dictates how it influences the person's state of mind. Questions 4. Is there value in learning songs or poems by heart? Answer. In my opinion, committing poetry or music to memory is highly advantageous. It enhances memory retention and allows individuals to carry these meaningful words with them and ready to draw upon whenever needed. Furthermore, it can be a source of inspiration or comfort in different moments and improve linguistic skills through frequent engagement. Questions 5. Should school promote the memorization of poems or songs? Answer. For me, it's essential for school to encourage this practice. Memorization boosts cognitive development and helps students develop a deeper appreciation for language. Moreover, learning lines about universal themes like love, perseverance, or hope can shape emotional intelligence and offer valuable insights into life. So it will be give a lot of benefit to the students.